Yeah, that's more like it. Let's go. Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, this is your host, Demetrius with the PPP. Panther Prime Podcast. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. How y'all feeling, man? Yeah, I know it's been a little minute. I know it's been a little minute. I needed to make sure that your boy was right. You feel me? Yeah. So much has happened. Yeah. We gonna get into it though, man. I'm excited, yo. SC Panther boy, what's up, man? Said about dang on time, VP. Welcome back, sir. And you better be putting the paint where it ain't tonight, sir. Yo, most def. T Cole, what's up, man? He said Place and Paint podcast, man. Hey, we gonna get into it, man. I got a lot to talk about, man. I've been gone for about it, man. It's been about a month now, a little bit over a month. Yeah, had to take a little break, man. Shout out to Glenn, man. What up, Glenn White? Shout out to you, Big Walt. What's up, man? Say yo, what's good, BB? What's good, my dude? Daniel Berry Sports. What's poppin', my dude? Yeah, man. Good to see y'all, man. Yo, who this is? Doctor, what's up, man? What's good, man? Carolina Blue 843, what's poppin'? Ken Sullivan, what's good, yo? Zip, what that is? Hey, Zip do it all. What up, man? Good to see you. Tech Shicey, what's poppin', my dude? Joseph, what's good, my dude? Eternal 252, what's up, man? He said, man, appreciate you for the big time super chat, man. He said, "My mother Evan, homie, is back, man. I'm spinning the block. F the Saints, we own them. F the Falcons, F the Bucks. Yeah, we in this beat. Let's go. Let's get this Super Bowl. Facts, man. Facts, man. Let's get the Super Bowl, man." He said, "I want this instrumental to be the theme song." That's a fact, man. JJ Black shit. What's up, man? Good to see y'all, man. For real, man. I ain't get to talk to y'all on this platform in a minute, man. So yeah, let's get into this, man. Let's cut this music, man. We gonna talk, man. Today's topic, man. You know, we talking about the 2025 season. Let's get into this, man. All right, man. Let's get into this, yo. First and foremost, let me tell y'all why I took a break from podcasting, okay? Because there's always a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna just be totally honest and frank with y'all. I got burnt out. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't realize it while I was doing this and while the season was going on, but I got burnt out. Like literally, I got to a place where I talked to my kids, and my kids kind of talked to me a little bit because I always juggle things back and forth with people who are close to me. And I was in the car, me and my daughter and my son was talking, and I said, "Man, I really don't feel like podcasting anymore." I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I got real burnt out. And my daughter said, "Well, Dad, why?" And I said, I don't know. I just don't feel it anymore like I used to." And she said, "Well, I mean, you got to think about this." I mean, she elaborated it like perfectly. She said, "You got to think about this. You always tell us don't quit. So why are you quitting?" And I kind of pondered on it. This was like last week. And yeah, I said we'll go live today, man. After kind of thinking about it and just kind of pondering back and forth. And last week, if you guys were on Black Cat Panther podcast, you guys probably saw an interaction between me and Leo. That I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't want none of those interactions anymore. Not just with that brother, but going on period, because I mean, listen, we're talking about sports. We're gonna have difference of opinions, and I think that's kind of that's a portion of it. Just feeling like I'm fighting. I mean, that's just what it feels like. And I'm not gonna lie, I just got drained. I just got drained, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I was like, man, I'm perfectly fine if I podcast. I'm perfectly fine if I don't. But shout out to my children who told me, "Daddy, you always tell us don't quit on something." So shout out to Layla and Micah. Micah too. Micah said, "Daddy, go podcast." And my son Gabriel. What's up, man? What up, yo? What's good with you, man? 336. What's good, man? What's good, man? Eternal said that's how Kevin Samuels passed away, using too much energy with these podcasts. He had a heart attack. You get to take a break for mental and physical health. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, plus the Panthers ain't really doing too much, as it is anyway. Shout out to Supernova Moore said, "Don't feel bad, BP. Leah brings the worst out of it." Yeah, I mean, you guys probably saw the worst out of me last week. The worst. I mean, the worst. I literally felt like I was back, and having conversations with that brother. I literally felt like I was back in Opalaka. So yeah. Anyway, so let's let's move forward. He said Panthers in the all season, in the off season. So you in the off season. He said Panthers in the all season. So you in the off season, you have done so much this season that I understand. You most likely were just taking a break for a little. Yeah, man, I just need to take a break, man. I really did. Pop. I've been trying to catch you, man. Whenever I drop the link, come on stage, my brother. I've been trying to catch you. on y'all's. Y'all haven't been live in about 6 days, unless y'all went live today. I was trying to catch you, man, but when I drop the link, come on stage, my brother. Shout out to Poppin'. All right, cool. Let's get into this. All right, so breaking down the Panthers season. I know I spelled it wrong. Shout out to ChatGPT because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Today I kind of threw this live together last minute. I ain't put a lot of stuff into it, man. But real quick, breaking down the Panthers season, this 2025 season. I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually kind of did a little bit of self scouting this week here. And I went back and I started looking at some of my old videos when we first got Dave Canellis. And when we had the draft, not this last draft, but the draft before last. And I said, I think it was me, C. Dougie, and a couple other people that were on the panel at the time. And I said, Dan Morgan and Dave Canellis seems to me to be making strides at that current time, which was 2024, to be moving towards a playoff push. That's what I said. 2024. Of course, you all know we did not make the playoffs. We did not make the playoffs. All right. But I said that we were making strides to that. One thing I said was we made a big emphasis at the wide receiver position. All right. We got we got Xavier Leggett. Now, this is early on. I didn't know Xavier Leggett was going to play the way he played. We got Xavier Leggett. We got Jalen Coker. I said that we were 1 to 2 wide receivers away from the offense looking complete. But I also said that we should go out there and get a free agent tight end as well. I think now this, and I'm kind of intertwining 2025 recap in with a 2026 outlook at this point right here. But I do believe, especially with, I think that's Jatavion Sanders being out, at least in my mind, through OTAs and training camp, the Panthers probably gonna go ahead and get a tight end. I think you just have to do that. And with the fact that JT Sanders isn't really that good, especially in pass blocking situations. He lost so much weight. I don't really see a use for him, to be totally honest with you. Besides maybe pulling up the seams and being a decoy in routes. But I mean, I don't see anything that JT Sanders did this past season that would make me feel comfortable with saying, yeah, man, after a broken ankle, yeah, come on back, man. Let's roll with it. Just with you. So I think the Panthers do make a free agency splash in that position group. Now, hey, 336. I've been doing that. I told y'all last off season during training camp when we found out that he lost all that weight. I said, man, like, what was the point of you losing that weight? Like, your strength was in your size. To me, his strength was in his size. I didn't like the fact that he lost that weight, man, because you saw in my opinion, it was just a drop off in production. So yeah, I'm ready to offload a lot of people. I ain't gonna lie to you. JT Sanders is probably one of them. Xavier Leggett is the main one. I don't want that brother on my team anymore. I don't, especially with news coming out from Miami that Jalen Waddle kind of want to, waddle around and Tyreek Hill may be available. Listen, I'll take a 30-something-year-old Tyreek Hill over Xavier Leggett any and all day of the week. Anyway, let's get back to 2025. So, I saw that and I said, okay, I was a little bit off on my prediction when it came down to 2024 being the year that we try to make a playoff push, but a year being off that's not too bad. When we got into 2025 and we start to see what we did as far as free agency and what's up, Rock Jones? What's up, man? Good to see you, man. He said Mitch Evans has next. Okay, better. Yeah, listen, I liked him when I started looking at his Notre Dame tape, man. I think he went to Notre Dame, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but when I started looking at his Notre Dame tape, bro, Buddy was like hands, like body contortion, hands, like going across the middle, hands. Like bro was like cooking. So I understand they probably put Mitchell Evans at number 2/number 3 because of his rookie status, but bro was cooking, bro. I mean, he was out there doing his thing. And the fact that he's decent when it comes down to like pressure situations, can catch in traffic. I think we see a lot more of Mitchell Evans this season in a bigger capacity. Tommy Tremble, he's I think he's about out the door too. I think Dave wants a. I think Dave wants some white boys in there, man, playing tight end, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think he wants some shorthand white boys in there, man, playing tight end, man. And I don't blame him. Go out there and get you somebody. Hey, even if you want to go, listen. David Njoku was out there. There's a couple other tight ends out there, man. Free agency ones, man. Go out there and grab you one, man. I feel like the Panthers are in a prime position right now where we can go ahead and make stuff happen. So yeah, we can go ahead and make all that stuff happen, man. He said all my debts paid. What that mean? Who is this? Rashid what that mean? Yeah, who that is? I don't even know who that is. Anyway, so let's go on and let's finish up this right here. So 2025 season to me was when I sit back and I look at it, 2025 season was very what's the word I'm looking for? I would say man, I want to use a word like unleveled or it just I'll use y'all favorite word. Inconsistent. I'll use y'all word. Inconsistent. Unexpected. That's another good one. Unexpected. Uneven. Even though I said 13-4, which is I don't understand why I go on different podcasts and they bring up 13-4 as if that makes me feel any like y'all should know me by now, man. I don't care what anybody says about my record predictions. When it was 11-6 the year before, I sat there and I hit it 13-4. I had a good reason for why I said 13-4, but he said half baked. Uneven process. Yeah, I mean, these are. I'm not gonna say unexpected because I did believe that the Panthers could make it to the playoffs. I'm just gonna go with. He said we backed into the playoffs, so niggas don't want to pay. We backed into the. He said we backed into the playoffs, so niggas don't want to play. Who's the niggas that don't want to pay? Yeah, he said I ain't go see that money, but I'm good over here. What are you talking about? Who are you? Yeah. Who are you? He said we backed into the playoffs, so niggas don't want to pay. I mean, you waited 20-something days to say that on my show? Who are you? What? I don't know. Whatever, man. I hope whoever whoever owes that, I hope that they get in contact with you, my brother. Okay, so I heard Leo got put in his place. We ain't gonna talk about Leo. We ain't gonna talk about Leo. Shout out to that brother. He's from a different show, PvP. Oh, okay. I'm about to say I've never met the brother, but at least I don't remember, man. But yeah, shout out to Eternal 252 for that super chat. He said PvP F everybody who ain't down. We going 11. you already putting out record prediction, Eternal. Hey, all I'm gonna say is I looked at the schedule. I feel like the schedule is very, very. I feel like the schedule going into this next season. I feel 8 wins is a minimum. I'm gonna just so y'all clock me right there. I feel like 8 wins is a minimum. Y'all know last year I said 9+. I'm gonna tell y'all early on. Coach PPP saying 8+ right now. plus. He from a different show. Okay, Uncle Gates, what's up, man? He said the word is predictable. PvP. We were predictable. In some cases we were, but well, y'all say some cases we were. We did have a little bit of flash, but yeah, where in moderators at what troll? Okay. Love to have fun. Gotta get the left tackle position. Yeah, I'm gonna do another show on that left tackle position. But so 2025 season, like I said, I felt like it was inconsistent to me. I mean, you come off a defeating win against the defeating loss against Jacksonville. You go to Arizona, and I mean, you get beat. You come home and you demolish the Atlanta Falcons, and then you go to to New England and get mollywopped. Like, and then we go on a 3-game win streak after that. I think, Dallas, Dallas, the Jets, and Miami, and it's like. And then after that, we go win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. Bro, it was just one of the most wonkiest years as a Panther fan. And then to see everybody, at least the top 3 teams, with the same record to basically finish the NFC South out with a losing record, just was wild. I think the biggest thing to take away from this year as an NFC South whole is the total collapse of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, just a total, utter collapse from that team. A team that was sitting pretty good, I think, before their bye week. And then after their bye week, I mean, they just went to bed. It was just horrible. But the one thing that I hate that the Panthers could not do was capitalize on games that were surefire wins. Like the 2 Saints games, in my opinion, should have been surefire wins. I mean, we come off of an impressive win against Green Bay, hold them down to what, 10 points or 13 points? Yeah, I think it was 13-16 in that game. And to come back to New Orleans, or have New Orleans come to Charlotte, and to lose in that fashion with Bryce Young, was that the 54-yard game everybody was talking about, I think? No, that wasn't a 54-yard game. That was against the Seattle Seahawks. I think Bryce Young had 106 yards in that game. To see that right there was like, yo, get this off my team. I'm not gonna lie, but to turn right back around and go play Atlanta and put up 446 yards or 48 yards against Atlanta. Like, it just was so up and down, man. Go to Atlanta, then Monday Night Football, lose horribly to the freaking San Francisco. Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My 13-4 record prediction, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's at least 3 of those games that I can go back and think about and say, man, we could have had these games if Bryce Young would have been, whatever. Oh, man, Will, what's up, Will? Hey, Will, I ain't gonna talk long, man. I want to get y'all on here, man. Will, Will, you got to thank the babies, man. I was about to give up podcasting, man. That thing started draining me, man. But shout out to the babies, man. Babies taught me through it. They taught me off the ledge, man. But yeah, like I said, man, there's 3 games that I really feel like the Panthers could have won, man, which was both Saints games. That San Fran game, man, was, I mean, bro, 3 interceptions and no points put up. Bryce Young throwing an interception inside the red zone, bro. I mean, like, San Fran was gifting us that game. So 8, 9, 10, that's 10 right there, 10 wins. And I'm not doing that because, of like me trying to like gloss over the fact that we did not get to 13-4 or trying to add anything to that. I'm just saying there's just a couple games that I really felt that we could have won. There's no way possible we would have won that Seattle Seahawks game. Seattle had us locked down. Seattle had Bryce Young locked down. They were the better team, and of course, they ultimately won the Super Bowl. But shout out to my boy Will Robinson, man. Rock Jones said, and I want to listen. Rock Jones, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I actually have a little bit more confidence in Josh Nijman. Going into this season. Now, you know the saying. It's always like once you finally get the job, like, are you going to like do the job? So Josh Nijman was a swing tackle, of course, you know that, and he'll just fill in. But now, if he actually has what you sound like from the organization, that he's actually going to be the guy at left tackle, is he going to perform up to standard? And not just be that guy where, man, I know I can play, man. I came from Green Bay, and I could put up, I could put up some numbers, I could hold it down. And I'm not gonna lie, for the most part, the last couple times that we've seen Josh Nijman, the brother looked good. He looked pretty decent. He looked better than what Austin Corbett ever looked like in a fill-in position. So, and I know that he don't play guard. I know guard is a whole totally different technique. But man, just the fact that Josh Nijman doesn't really throw any red flags to me as a Panther fan, that's pretty good, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to my boy Eternal 252 again, man, for that super chat, man. He said, y'all better stop with the disrespect. In the words of my homie Riz B, half the chat. Man, Riz, where you at, Riz, man? I'm gonna drop the link in a little bit, man. I miss y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. B. Amos, what's up, man? He said, welcome back, VP, man. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. T. Cole said, I like Josh and Brady, but we need to draft one because Moulton will be gone soon. Yeah, man, we've been saying that for a minute, T. Cole. Like, we need to go ahead and get another right tackle for Moulton, man. I don't know. Moulton held his own, man. No, Moulton held his own. I don't know. Moulton may be another J.J. Jensen, which I think about that, man. Shout out to J.J. Jensen signing with the Panthers for a year 16, I think. Man, that's phenomenal, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. And shout out to all y'all, man. Shout out to Eternal 252 and Will, man. And is there anyone else that's so super chatted? Yeah, just shout out to y'all, man. That's been super chatted, man. I appreciate it, man. So now that I've kind of fastly, kind of sped it up on the 2025 season. Oh, it is one thing else I want to talk about for the 2025 season, the running back situation. I know that Rico Dowdle is a big question mark. The more I look at tape, what's up, Joey Links? The more I look up tape of Rico this past season, man, I want that, man. Pause if applicable. But man, like, I have a lot of trust issues right now in Brooks, bro. Yeah, I know you want to see him tech. I know you do, bro, but I have a lot of trust issues, man. Moulton is like an old Buick. Hey, that's a fact, bro. Hey, he an old 1992 Buick. Yeah. It's gonna get you there. It ain't gonna look pretty, but it's gonna get you there. And that's exactly what Moulton is, man. Yeah, Eternal, man. I don't trust Brooks, bro. I don't know, man. He said that'll be all unless it's a friendly deal. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, T. Cole. But man, when I look at the highlights, man, of Rico, bro, I just, man, I don't want to go. I don't want to go into that situation, man. And it's like we got another Miles Sanders and Chuba Hubbard situation where one guy's healthy, one guy, bro. I don't want to go back into that situation, man. I don't. And we hit that situation this past season, man. We didn't get much production from both in a tandem situation as we thought we were. We just didn't. It wasn't a 1-2 combo as people were making it seem like. I think it was bad. It was bad scheming both backs. And I think that with the introduction of this new, I guess, assistant head coach or whoever he is that's coming in, Bevel or whatever his name is. He said, "Quit watching highlights." I can't, bro. I kind of miss football, man. I kind of miss Panther football, man. What's up, kid Carolina? What's up, man? You know, I just want the Panthers and the coaching staff to kind of figure this thing out, because if you want to be a running team or you want a team that does, well on the ground, you got to figure out something to get these guys. Like, you got to get the right concepts. You got to figure that out. I think Dave's concepts from last year was a little different than the year prior. So I like the fact that he's mixing things up and, everything like that. But, we'll see. Now, for 2026, Mello, what's up, man? He said Brooks done for. Hey, Mello, I think so too, man. He'll probably never play a full season here. Yeah. Unless there's like just this miracle, because I thought that once you have that type of surgery, that you're not supposed to get that type of injury anymore. At least that's what I thought. And it's like, bro played. He played a little bit against the Eagles, and then we went to Tampa Bay, and that was it. We played Tampa Bay, and that was it, man. So I don't know, man. I mean, should we draft a running back? Should we get one in free agency? I don't know, man. I don't know. He said PvP modern medicine does wonders. It didn't do a wonder last year. Yeah. We was trying to wonder what happened. He didn't do a wonder last season, so I don't know. All right, so 2026. Of course, I feel and y'all may say, PvP, you always feel confident. I do. Because I like the direction that the team is going in. And when you look back in totality, year one, yeah, what up, Alpha and Omega? Yeah, I'm live, man. I'm live. He played slightly versus Kansas, Tampa, and got taken out by Philly. Okay, that's what it was. Nah, if he got taken out, no. Philly was before Tampa. So it was Kansas City, then Philly. It was Kansas City, then Philly. So he didn't even play in Tampa. Yeah, he didn't even play in the Tampa Bay game then. So I thought he tore his ACL in the Tampa Bay game. J.K. Dobbins had 2 tears, didn't he? I don't remember T. Cole. He probably did. T. Cole, well, if you come on the panel, T. Cole, I love to hear your position on Brooks. But he said Philly was after. No, Philly wasn't after. Philly was before. Philly, nah, hold on. Now see, Tech Shiesty, hold on. Let me pull up this 2024 Panther schedule. Tech, you better be right, or you owe me $10. Carolina Panthers 2024 schedule. Let me see. Let's see if Tech is right. Let's see. Oh yeah, you right, Tech. My bad. Tech, you right. Tech. Yeah, Tech, right. We did play Tampa Bay before Philly. Okay, my bad. So I thought it was Kansas City and Philly. Okay, cool. He said I could tell you now. Wait and see with limited live. Yeah. I got you, man. He got hurt in the Philly game. Okay, cool. Okay, this is what I'm saying. When you look at how the Panthers have orchestrated the free agency market since Dan Morgan has been the GM, you saw the first year he went heavy offensive line. That's why we see the Robert Hunt and the Damian Lewis and the big money that was spent there. Free agency wise, in my opinion, he went heavy defense this past year, getting people like Turk Ward and Bobby Brown and Morig, and going after Rose Boom and just stuff like that. So the draft, Cam Jackson, so I feel like this upcoming free agency portion, you're going to look at Dan Morgan and say, man, he's making splash moves. And when we finally heard now that the Milton Williams situation wasn't based on number, but was based on the fact that that the Patriots loved him a little bit more than the Panthers, you kind of turn back to that situation and be like, man, like we offered him the money, like he just felt like he wanted to show us because of love. Whatever. I don't feel too bad about that Milton Williams situation now, man. So it is what it is. But I think that this upcoming year, you see, yeah, oh yeah, Nick Scorton and whatchamacallit and Princely. So I think that this upcoming free agency, you see him go after some big name free agents in key positions that we do need. I think one position is definitely, hey, Candy Girl, what's up? I think one position of need that's definitely going to be attacked in free agency is going to be pass rush. I think that's one of them. I think pass rush, linebacker, and wide receiver. I think that those, and I think the wide receiver one is just to go ahead and say that Carolina is now a viable option for free agents. I think that's where Dan Morgan's thought process is going to come in at. If you see a free agent acquisition that's a pretty big one at the wide receiver position, it's because of that reason. It's because of we're trying to change the culture here in Carolina, and show that it is a free agency, market here. 50 people watching, only 25 likes, man. Come on. I know I've been gone, y'all, but come on, hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button, man. Don't make me play the like button music. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. But yeah, so Uncle Gates and PvP said he'll take Hill and his legs. People say he'll take Hill and his legs was literally facing a different direction. But don't know. Bro, I will take Tyreek Hill right now over Xavier Leggett with the leg going the other direction because his hands will still work, bro. I would take him, bro. I would definitely take him, bro. Oh man, you be cooking them in other channels. I I I I try to just express myself as intelligently and as forthcoming as possible, Juan Don. It's not my fault that um others probably can't, but uh, in other channels, um, I'll just say this: what y'all saw from me last week, and which I probably heard, uh, yeah, that won't happen again. I'll try to be a little bit more cognizant of, you know, tactics. So I'll just say that. PB, you have heard the breaking news today that the Panthers are taking left guard this coming draft. No. But I'll tell you one thing. To me, that's stupid. Um, yeah, I don't know why you would take a left guard. I have total confidence in Damian Lewis and um not Austin Corbett. Golly, Brady Christensen's may be coming back. So he said no, go Super Saiyan. I don't know, man. I'll tell you one thing. I will get back into the swing of this. We'll be doing a mock draft sometime this week, man. And I'm gonna get back into the motion of it. I'm gonna look at draft boards and stuff because when I say I took a break, I didn't care what was going on with anything. I did not care at all, man. He said it's you, PV. You ain't heard they talking. It's you, PV. You ain't heard they taking me. Hey, I'll line up. Hey, I told y'all, man, I can give the Panthers. If I was quarterbacking for the Panthers, I'll get you a smooth about a smooth 185 on the, in the air. Yeah, I can give you 185. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you 185. I can do that. Now, if I was a running back, I can get you a clean 55 yards on the ground. Yeah. Clean now, clean. Dirty by 80. Yeah. 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 Just call me the bus 2.0. Wide receiver, if you put me on slant routes, I'm deadly. I'm coming off that line. I may be big, but I'm coming off that line. Yeah, you better not press me. You better play that parking lot defense all day long against me. Because I'm coming right past you. Yeah, strong hips. Strong hips. You mean I-85? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man. But there's one last part. He said we should watch tape on some prospects at different positions. We need to dope in combine coming around. Yep, yeah. Yeah, my schedule. I'm trying to get a grasp of my schedule this upcoming year. Next couple weeks here. So I can, probably try to do some of those things because my schedule at work has been pretty hectic, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been pretty crazy. PvP, there's been some trolls lying about how they finna demolish BOA and we're gonna be playing our games on practice fields. Yeah, I've been seeing some of that stuff on Facebook. Yeah, that ain't about to happen. He said, "Don't." Hey, 185, 336. Yeah, 185 in the air. Y'all know when I play Madden, all I do is throw. I can get you 185 in the air. Yeah, yeah, I can get you 185. Yeah, you hitting the hit you right in the gut. Oh man, Earl Locklear, what's up, man? But yeah, so like I said, I do believe that we'll make some splashes in free agency. Now, as far as the draft, um, I think you got to go need in the draft. And what do I think a need is? I think a need right now is definitely linebacker. Even though I would like to have a veteran linebacker to come in, but I think linebacker, edge rusher, definitely. We can let old boy walk, DJ Wanham possibly. I did like the production from Pat Jones when Pat Jones, and that's so surprising. Pat Jones was actually better than DJ Wanham. Like when Pat Jones was still playing, Pat Jones was getting around that bend, bro. He was bending. That boy looked like god dang Von Miller on one of them plays. I said, "Oh god dang." He was bending, bro. He got real low around that bend. I said, "Oh yeah." I didn't realize this is the type of Pat Jones we was getting because remember all the highlights we saw, they were real mid. But man, that brother was playing until he got his back injury. So I don't know, how he's going to come back. But I would love to see him, in some kind of form or some capacity back with the Carolina Panthers. But I think edge is a place that we go to in the draft. I'm starting to lean a little bit also towards maybe cornerback or safety as well. I don't really have a lot of faith behind now. There's something that I got to eat my words on something. I got to eat my words. Well, not really. Somewhat. I kept saying that Corey Thornton was gunning for that number 2 cornerback position. Based on the physicality that I saw from that brother, his wherewithal on the field, just his attention to detail while playing, I felt like he was really making strides until he got injured, and that's the only reason why I'm really kind of backing off on that. With the addition of Mike Jackson playing freaking lights out against like top wide receivers. I mean, he was on Puka Nacua, and he was working, bro. I mean, he was working. So shout out to Mike Jack, man. I kind of gotta eat my words a little bit with that one. I'm looking forward to us having 2 of the best cornerbacks in the NFL starting next season. And with what we saw in the playoffs against arguably one of the best teams in the NFC in NFL, and for all all accounts, I feel comfortable. I do believe that you need to have a little bit more depth behind them, even going into looking at some safety help as well. So that's kind of what I think. He said Mike Jack was the number one corner by PFF coverage and run support. Yeah, man. I gotta give all the kudos to Mike Jack, bro, because he really did his thing, man. Yeah. Now, the last portion of this is y'all's favorite guy, my favorite guy, 336 favorite guy, this guy right here. Let me remove this real quick. I know 336 hate this quote right. I know 336 hates this face. He hates the quote behind it too. But if you see this face, that means I scored. And I want to make a bold prediction right now. Okay? I want to make a bold prediction. I think that this 2026 season, yeah. Hey, Trail was cool with everything I said up until I'm gonna make a bold prediction, man, for 2026, man. Bryce Young, if you take the offseason, or not offseason, but take the playoffs and the regular season, Bryce eclipsed 3,000 yards, passing yards, 25 touchdowns. I think he had 11 interceptions. I think he goes for the goose or the gusto this year. Coming up, he's going to hit that 3,800 to 4,000 yards passing, because I believe he said, put the link to the picture. Oh man, I believe that the Panthers are going to revamp this wide receiver core. I think Excel is gone. I think we get somebody else in here that's going to get that type of production that a number two wide receiver should garner. I'll say this: Ted McMillan getting his 1,000 behind Ted McMillan should have been someone somewhere around 700. I mean, it just should have happened. Of course, you can say that, you can blame that on Bryce, you can blame it on scheme, you can blame it on concept. I blame it on the fact that the guy who was number two didn't live up to number two potential. And I don't want y'all to misconstrue who I'm talking about, so I'm gonna put his picture. Yeah, where he at? Here he is, right? I'm gonna put his picture right there. He didn't live up to potential. He should have had around 700 yards this past season. And I think that that's one of the reasons why we didn't get to see this all season. We did see this right here. We saw this right here, but we couldn't get to this right here, which is Bryce Mahomes, because of this right here. So with that being said, links in the chat. And let's talk a little bit. If you guys haven't done so, help us reach that goal of 150 and subscriber and chat love to the Cash App. Cash App is Panthers Prime PPP. Venmo is Panthers Prime 1. Yeah, man. That's my real quick 2025 recap, 2026 outlook. I'll do a more in-depth one, but I want to get y'all opinion. I ain't gonna lie, man. I had to relearn how to use StreamYard this today. Yeah, someone get Skippy's peanut. Yeah, up out of here. Yeah, someone get Skippy Peanut up out of here. Yeah, shout out to Skippy Peanut. Yeah, who do you think he is? Oh man, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I miss y'all, man. Yeah, I miss coming on and talking a little. Did I put the link in the chat? Did I do that already? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I miss coming on here talking to y'all, man. Uncle Gates said, "Dang." Oh man, yeah, man. I'm excited for what's coming up in 2026. I think Dan Morgan has an amazing plan for the Carolina Panthers. I think also that Bryce Young takes that next step forward. So, Pop, what's up, Poppin'? Hold on, let me see here. Why it ain't working right? I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta relearn StreamYard. Pop,
Yo, what's going on, man? How you?
what's up, man? What's up, man? You doing all right?
Yeah, man. Welcome back to your resurgence, brother.
My brother, I had to take a break, man. But
Hey, I
listen,
don't blame you. I don't blame you.
hey, I ain't forgot about you. I've been seeing, trust me, I know I ain't forgot about you.
Oh, it's
The
all
state of
good.
South Carolina. Yeah,
I have
yeah.
not. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Never,
I
okay, I
ain't,
got
bro. I ain't tripping. The only thing I do if it, because it has a time limit, so I just put it up there, just like, all right, well,
Oh no, you
just
good. You
whatever.
good. I ain't
You
gonna
know what I mean?
forget.
I don't
Trust
know
me,
if I don't know if somebody if somebody phone you might lose your phone or you know what I'm saying. I don't. So it's like hey, it's better to be safe than not, you know what I'm saying than nothing.
Oh no, I got you. I got you. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. How
But
you
no,
been,
we
man?
we we straight. Uh, man, I just got. I'm about to go back to where I'm at work right now, but I'm about to get off of this this workers comp right now because I got injured at work. But I'm alright though.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
I
alright though,
got
man.
you.
I
Got you.
have to disagree with with one of your takes, but other than that, I agree with everything else.
Well. Talk to us. Yeah.
Well,
Tell me what you disagree with.
well, I do agree that somebody was supposed to get 700 yards. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I just disagree on. I don't disagree who should have got it. I just think after I did a breakdown, I did a video, and I did a video on Excel on every target, all his throws, all targets gone at Excel. And I don't know if you've watched it, but if you get a chance, it's kind of long. I didn't want to make it that long, but podcasts sometimes it makes it longer than what you actually try to do and try to get through, especially when you're looking at film.
Yeah.
They didn't use. I blame Canales first because he's the head, and then I also have to give some blame to Bryce as well because Excel? What was he supposed to be known for?
The deep ball.
The deep ball, right? So when I
Mm-hmm.
look at all the targets that he received, he only had one target, two targets that was deep balls. Out of
Okay.
the 65 targets. So that means Canales, you're not scheming him to use him for what he's supposed to be doing. So I blame him on that. And I know Canales is green. He's young. A lot on his plate. That's why I'm glad that he got Bevel. Not saying that I wanted Bevel, but at least he'll be able to help him with schematic, and how to. Hopefully, it helps him know how to use his players a lot better to get them open. And then just the type of plays that see XL does need, what I'm saying, to work on stuff. I'm not up here trying to say that XL doesn't. He does. He definitely needs to work on things. But what I'm saying, you have to use him somehow, some way to his strong suit as well. We wasn't doing that. It was a lot of dead balls that he was getting thrown. A lot of uh, breaking. Well, I wouldn't say comebacks, but just out routes. Just it just wasn't using him the way he should have been used. Period. And then some of the throws that he was getting, nobody could catch that ball. I mean, unless he was Bolo or somebody. Like you just ain't catching that. Like, and it was a great review. I think I opened up some people's eyes. To take a light on XL a little bit because I mean he. How many games can you go through when you only get one target? And then if you go and look at the whole film and see, okay, how many times we open, you see him several times open. It's like, well, it ain't because he ain't open. He's just not getting the target. And I don't want him getting the same amount of target as T Mac because T Mac is the number one. But at least put him in situations to win. All the wide receivers, just not him. All the wide receivers. So I
Well,
think we have a personnel issue when it comes to that. Like how to use our personnel.
well, let me ask you this question: when he was open on those plays, um, who was the ball going to? Was it going to T Mac or was it going to Coker or?
No.
Uh,
I only did a film of all his targets. No, nobody else targets. Just XL. I wanted to see what XL was doing when he was being targeted. So
okay.
I didn't show film of anybody else getting the ball. This, that, other. It was only targets that the balls that were getting thrown to him. Pause. Just to him, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. If that's how Canales wants to scheme for Xavier, he's not going to win. And if Bryce is only going to target him one time a game, you're not going to see 700 yards. Because if you're only doing wide receiver screen or a five step route where he's on running 5 yards and he just finds a spot in the middle or somewhere to the side to be to catch the ball, that's all he's getting. He's getting one catch a game. He has several of those. The most he's ever had targets in a game is 9. Underneath that is 4.
Okay.
So
So let me ask you this question: do you think that
mhm.
Xavier Leggett deserves more targets?
I'm not see. I think, and that's. I'm glad you asked me that question. I'm not saying that he deserves better targets. My argument is he deserves to be put in better situations to win, and that goes for.
Oh, we look like we lost him. You come back on the panel, man. Just hit the link and I'll pull back up. I did not drop him. They go Will. They go my boy Will. Will, what's up, Will?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, Will don't sound like
Hey,
he got that Obama phone no more. Yeah.
where you been, boy, boy, boy? Where you been?
Man, Will,
Yeah.
hey, Will, boy, I thought about letting this go, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
I
got a
mean, I can
little
understand that.
yeah, I got a little it was just a little bit too much. I was a little burnt out with podcasting. I ain't gonna lie to you. And
I can see that. I can see that.
yeah, I was a little burnt out, man. And talked to
Because
my
see, I
baby.
join your podcast whenever I can. That's not a
Yeah,
commitment. You know what I mean? So I can see how that could burn you out. Yeah, I can see how that can burn you out, man. I
yeah.
got you.
Yeah, show up more.
What you
Show
like?
up more, Will. Yeah, show up more.
You know what? Hey, listen, I got a couple of things I want to throw at you now because
My
you
bad.
done.
My
Oh,
bad.
okay, go. Now I'll let you finish your point. Now let him finish his point because he had a good point.
Yeah, go ahead, Pop.
So so because I know people probably going to come for me in the chat. I want to explain very clearly. I'm
Oh,
at
you
the
still
number
breaking
one.
up, Pop.
Somebody
You
has to
breaking up
earn the
bad.
number 2. I'm still breaking up.
Yeah, you breaking up bad. Okay.
Pop and breaking up bad. So can I have this Xavier Leggett conversation with you real quick?
Go ahead, sir.
It's too much. Y'all got a little bit too much dip on y'all damn chip. I'm being straight. I'm shooting y'all straight. And
I know you are.
this is what makes our fan base the best in the world and the worst in the world at a lot of things. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that XL is going to be perfect. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying that he's going to win or lose, succeed or fail. But you have to allow time to make the cake bake. It may not be the best cake you ever ate coming out the oven. It may not be an award-winning cake,
Mm-hmm.
but the shit is still in the goddamn oven. Why are you throwing the cake in the trash?
Because the cake ain't rising on. That's why.
You know what? You impatient.
Am I clear?
What? No, 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 yeah, you're clear. So no, no. Here's
Okay.
another analogy I'm gonna use with your PPP. Chris, Thanksgiving, your mom or your grandma make that famous sweet potato pie,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They
and
do. Yes.
and you so impatient. You so impatient. When they turn their back, you cut that pie and burn the roof of your mouth because you couldn't wait till the potato is cool.
Uh huh.
You got to let things metastasize. It is it is gut wrenchingly annoying with our fan base about this. The patience factor for us is worse than probably Cleveland and the Jets and those guys probably worse than us. But we are very bad at this because we're used to being good. We got 10 years of being bad, and we want everything to be instantly successful. If
Okay.
Tedero McMillan becomes who we think he is, let's say Tedero McMillan becomes the next Mike Evans, right?
Okay.
And you got Jalen Coker, who was undrafted, becomes a real high end number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And Xavier Legette becomes a strong 2 or a number 3 or a strong 2 in a pinch, you really have drafted your needs. But you gotta let it cook. You gotta let it cook. And the thing about it is damn near at this point now is, and I'm talking about Panther Nation, it's damn near internet fucking bullying. It's damn near that bad. Because just because the man good looking, he got a great body, and a chick want to do a video with him, that took a whole day out of his life. And y'all making sure like that's all the hell he was doing. Just because he liked to ride horses.
It's a little bit more.
Jesus, no. What happened is just because people advertise the little shit that they like to do, that means that he's not doing his job. Yeah, we are the worst.
Well, hold on. Let me bring this brother up real. Let me bring this brother up real quick, man. Shout out to my boy. What up, Twan?
Prime, what up, man? Pop, what up?
Nothing much, man.
What up?
Man.
Yo,
what's up,
Will,
man?
what up, bro? What up, Will?
What's up, PPP?
Hey, what's going on? What's up? Real quick, Eternal 252 said, if you ever quit podcasting, just leave me information. Absolutely, my brother, I will. Hey, Will, I want you to finish up, and I want you to finish up, Pop to finish up. Then we go to Twan. But real quick, let me read the super chat real quick. He said, I can't lie. When I watch Excel highlights, I see how excited he get. When he scores, I start to feel bad, and I be like, give him a chance. But that last year, man, listen, man, I'm gonna let you finish up, Will. I'm gonna let you talk to me, man, because you're real passionate about Excel, man, and I get it. I know you're saying I'm not giving enough time, but
no, I'm not you personally. I'm speaking just like to the fan base, right? You gotta, we're not saying that, I don't think he'll ever be a T-Mac, right? But he could be a notch under Jalen Coker if we let this develop. But the thing about it, like, oh, trade him, cut him, throw him away. His mama ain't, his daddy, and his mind ain't right. Y'all don't know shit about none of that. Just, God damn.
We actually do. Though,
no, you don't. You don't. You don't know what's in that man brain. You don't know what's in that man brain. No, you don't. You guessing. You're guessing.
Attitude, man. He has a bad.
You are guessing. You are guessing. You are guessing.
There's been no reports. There's been no reports that he's had. There's been no reports that he's had. No reports of that. So where are you gonna?
You are guessing.
When the man is a man. When he goes out there on the field, the mistakes that he makes, then after the games when they talk, even after this season was over, him going in interviews talking about he deserved more whatever the fuck, like more
meaningful targets,
better passes,
meaningful targets.
What do you think you want a wide receiver to say? Do you want a wide?
So do
you want a wide receiver to say?
Putting your helmet right in the face, you stepping out of bounds like you don't know where you're at on the field.
You know what? Those are all correctable things.
That's not a bad attitude because you stepped out of bounds.
That's not because you stepped out of bounds. No. See, that's what I'm saying. No, the hell he didn't. No, the fuck he didn't. No, I refuse to buy that lie. Now, here's one thing I will tell you. I refuse. Hey, no. I refuse to buy that lie. What wide receiver? Yo, you know what?
Quarterback.
You know what? Let me tell you. No, let me finish. Let me finish.
Communicate with your fucking quarterback.
Now let me talk. Two things I'm gonna do. You asked. No, let me tell you something. I'm gonna answer your question with these words. I'm gonna answer these questions with these words. One, If you say any wide receiver is going to say, I want less targets, name a motherfucker that's going to say that.
Yeah,
That's one.
I
How
just
the
want to
fuck
answer
is all
one
of
question.
no, and then number
Is it
two,
having a
and
good
then number
attitude being a
and
team
now
player and you
and
don't communicate with your quarterback?
now to answer number two.
It works both
No, let
ways,
me say,
man. It ain't just him. It
no,
works
Man,
both
I hear what
ways.
you're saying.
It,
no,
it
no,
works
no,
both
no,
ways.
let me answer this. Please,
I hear
let
what
me
you're
answer this
saying.
question. Please, let me
It's
answer
real
this
simple.
question. No,
It gets
please
simple,
let me answer the question.
It needs to be right at the
Let me
same
answer the
time.
question.
But it's a
Let
simple
me
question.
answer.
If you
Let
are
me answer.
alone, if you all
Oh
are
my
in the
God.
locker room and you have a player that you're playing beside, he's a receiver. His job is to block sometimes and to catch balls thrown to him by his quarterback. You're telling me that you mean that player has a good attitude when he vocalizes that he don't communicate with his quarterback?
2 years
Now let me
later,
answer the fucking. Can I answer the question?
Yeah, I mean, I keep
Okay,
asking,
yo,
but
you
I'm
know
not
what?
getting the
But
answer though.
because you're not
go
allowing
ahead,
me to
answer it,
respond.
Will. Go ahead, answer it,
Here's
Will.
It's real simple though, Will. I respect where you go.
goddamn.
I respect what you be
Hey,
saying.
you guys
But
gotta
it's
let me
real
respond
simple.
to it.
Is it a
You
good
know what?
attitude or not? That's not a good
It's,
attitude.
it has nothing to do with attitude, and here's why.
All right, let's
Here is
go.
why. Here's why. You got a man that sits on national TV with the world watching and say, I'm wrong. I need to do better at that. You are right. How the fuck is that a bad attitude?
Okay, you're bringing up one point, but you're still not
No,
answering
that
my
was your
question.
point.
But I understand more though.
Your
You feel like
goddamn
it's
point.
you feel like it's
No,
a
no,
good
no, no, no,
attitude
no, no,
for a
no,
man
no,
to
no.
express his
Your
emotions about his
goddamn point.
quarterback in
No,
their
no, no.
communication in their relationship.
Your weak ass
All right.
fucking crybaby point was that he has a bad attitude because he didn't talk to his quarterback. But then he turned around and say, hey, yo, you're right. I need to do that. You're 100% right. So if somebody tells you when you know better, you do better.
All right. Well, the same
And
question I'm
when
asking you.
somebody's on
The same
national,
look. The same.
when somebody's
I'm
on
giving
national
you points.
TV,
I'm giving you
somebody
points.
no, and I'm
When they
disputing the
talk to
shit
the
out this
man,
dumbass point.
Will, let him talk.
I
Will,
got
let him.
you.
Will,
I
let
got
him
you.
Yeah, let
But
him
talk.
it's
talk.
different
Will, let him
points.
talk.
When they talked to that man last year when Tanneroa came in, the interview went like, so, I mean, if he has any questions or things like that, yeah, I'm just going to let him kind of figure it out on his own. You don't say no shit like that if you got a positive and good attitude about a new element that's coming to the team. I'm telling you, it's little things that y'all not looking at.
You just don't like him,
He
man.
does not have
Nobody
a
give a
good
fuck. You
attitude.
just don't
That
like him. He just
that's
don't like him. Ain't nobody. That's
so.
dumb. That's
Come on.
Can
Can I chime in?
That's
Can I
dumb.
chime in? Can I
I'm
chime
never
in?
Sure,
gonna
Let
put
me
sure.
a
chime
man
in.
out his
Man,
dog.
I'm not
Again,
debating. Hey,
I,
don't
I, I
argue
like.
with. I'm not
listen,
arguing that.
hold on,
Let me.
hold
Let
on.
me.
I'm not arguing
I'm
that
only
bullshit.
make listen, hold on. I'm gonna make this point.
You're not making no points.
I'm gonna make
You're not
I'm gonna
making no
make this
point.
point. I'm gonna
Hold
chill.
on,
The
Will. Hold
only
on,
reason
Will.
why I'm saying this man has a bad attitude is because of those points that I made, and it is him. He's in his way. I never said I didn't like Leggett. So like I said, Will, when you speak, I'm gonna respect what you're saying, but it ain't no crybaby shit over here, all right? That ain't what I'm doing. I'm trying to make a point the same as you.
Okay.
So the
Well,
fact that you think or thought that I didn't like Leggett, you might want to pause on that because I never said that. I'm basically saying he is the reason why he is not where he's supposed to be. That's the point that I'm making.
And
well,
I
I
agree
mean,
with that point. I agree with that point.
there is some credibility to that. I mean, you're not saying but at least he's admitting saying that he needs to do better. But we also like
But I
if you
fuck
go
with
back,
Leggett though. I do. I just
if
think he's the one that's stopping his progression. No one
not
else.
No,
necessarily,
you said he had a bad
No.
attitude.
not
You said he
necessarily.
had a bad attitude.
Yeah, because if you don't
Oh,
know
Some
with
of the
him,
things
that's
that he
stupid.
hold
said,
on.
That's stupid.
You don't know. Hold on. You don't know when he spoke to Tetaroa that Tetaroa was like, hey, I just kind of want a little bit of space, to get acclimated in the building. So when they asked him that, you don't know what already has transpired. You don't know if they had that conversation. He just like, hey man, I'm gonna just let him do his thing because some people don't want to be smothered. I don't know you. I don't know you, so maybe you didn't like the way he answered it, but it might have been answered the way he felt like it needed to be answered because of what he did. Now that him and T Mac are best friends, they are best friends. So look how that's grown.
So
But hold on, I wanna answer the question that PvP asked me originally. I don't necessarily want XL to be the number one. That's not what I'm saying. I want him to be put in better situations, not just him, Jimmy Horn, and the rest of the wide receivers. I want them to be put in better situations to win. That doesn't mean necessarily get more targets, but put in situations to win. You would never put Muzzy Bowles down in the post, would you? Because you know why? he wouldn't win. So to me, that is a scheme problem. That is, I don't know necessarily how to use my weapons. And then on the back end of that, I've seen XL wide open. Like I said, I did the whole film breakdown. Every single throw that was thrown at XL, and if you go back and watch it, you're not gonna sit here and say the whole time it was XL. I even showed when we drafted him what the GM and the coaches said. They say it's going to be a long time for him to get it because he is raw. It's going to take time for him to develop. So I don't know why people in their minds, because you should blame anybody, should blame the organization for picking him that high. That's the only thing
Hey,
you can hold over his head. Other than that, everybody should have known or got the memo that it was going to take him time to get acclimated because he only had 1 year of production. Outside of that,
hey,
if you ask people to be patient with Bryce, why can't people have the same type of
hey,
grace
real quick.
Hey,
for XL?
Hey, hold on, real quick. And this for Will and for Pop and everybody who wants to give Xavier Get a little bit more time. When I show this picture, what does this make y'all feel? Like what emotions pop up when you see this? I
see a rookie making. Can I answer?
Nah, show
Yes,
him the
sir.
one
Yes,
where
sir.
he
Yes, sir.
take the
You know
ball.
what? Hey,
Show that.
listen. You want me to answer the question, or you want to
Yes,
continue
sir.
to try to berate me, or we just going to continue to bash a young man? God
No, sir.
damn.
No, sir.
So
No bashing. No
what
bashing. No bashing.
I see with this picture is a heartbreaking miss that a rookie wide receiver made. Heartbreaking miss that a rookie
Right.
wide receiver made. And yes, we would have won that game. That had to that. And just think about the confidence, fucking altering experience that could be if everybody just shits on you as a rookie for missing that goddamn PPP as a young business professional, and you make your first mistake. So somebody should say this motherfucker ain't never gonna be a smart businessman a day in his life.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Exactly. So
Hey,
why
hey, hey,
why the
Will.
hell? No,
But they might.
it's crazy.
Hey, Will. You know what? You know what's so funny, Will? We wouldn't have got up the field. It was for him for the catches he made to get up the field. He missed
Yeah,
that big drop. He did,
no,
but he wouldn't.
they
We
only
wouldn't
talk
even got
about
there if
they
he didn't
only
make the catches to get up the field. They don't
so
talk about that.
and then so also let me also hey so now let me just say this. Why was he thrusted into this role? Because we fucking picked up a stupid ass head case in free agency.
Yep, Deontay Johnson and
We
Thielen
had to
got
cut
hurt.
it because that and he got thrusted into that role as a rookie, and he did not have the tools to do that work.
So can I
What
say
about
something on that
what about
situation,
this
bro?
picture right here, Will? What
Deontay
about this
Johnson
one?
wasn't no head case. You won 2 games, bro.
What about this one, Will?
What about it?
That's
Which
one.
one? Which one you talking about? Oh, the one where he got the ball stripped out of his hands.
Yes, sir.
Well, you know
You
what's so
still
funny? It's so funny. Hold on, Will. I got you. I got you. Will, it's so funny that I've heard you say this, PvP, that you would say, okay, Bryce had a terrible bad year because of the organization his first year, right? So we should watch that, right? Have you guys? Hold on. I'm asking PvP. You said that, right? So
Yeah.
XL, he had he had. Oh, you go a whole year before. You know he only had 2 drops this year, only 2. But we're not talking about this year. We're talking about last year where he had the same amount of drops as your rookie this year. T Mac had 9 drops too, but guess what? The difference was he had 80 targets in his rookie year, and T Mac had 140 targets. So he got more time and more chances, even when the ball was forced in double coverage, to get opportunities. Even when he dropped the ball, if XL dropped the ball one time this year, they never go back to him. If you could pull up, my good sir, and look at the targets that he got in a game this year, it's
Uh,
so many up there when he only got 1 target. And then you can't lie.
PPP.
Like people can't hold on. You can't lie because, like I said, I did the film. It's on YouTube, and you can also go look for yourself. There's plays where he's wide open, wide open. If I'm lying, ask Twan. Twan was there.
PPP, did you do I was wrong about Xavier Leggett live?
I did.
I did. That was the end of 2024, going into 2025, and I said that a
Oh,
lot
what's up,
of Bryce
336?
Young
My fault. I ain't doing
highlights
that shit.
What up?
came at the
What up,
hands
3-3?
of Xavier
What up?
Leggett. I did say that. So what I'm doing now is I'm doing a recap of what I said, and I'm putting it with what happened in 2025. I think Poppin actually came on stage and agreed with me that he said somebody should have had 700 yards.
Yes, somebody should get 700 yards. The problem is if you don't use your
Somebody should
personnel
have said,
correctly, you're not gonna get a 700-yard guy. You're
So that's
not.
scheme based, correct?
It's scheme and it's also deal with the quarterback. If the quarterback don't throw to you open, when you're open, so when they finally give him a route where he's killing the corner and he's wide open, Bryce don't throw him the ball.
Right. So
It's in our Discord. You can see him wide open.
right.
He don't get it.
Hey,
So let me
That's a
real quick. Shout out to Eternal252 for that super chat. He said, I think we brought new coaching staff here for the connection with Bryce and the wide receivers. He's working with Ancho Excel, going to be fine if we not drafted one. Go ahead, Will.
I agree, Eternal.
so 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 the thing
Shout out
about
to the
Excel
Eternal.
and Bryce, that's a chemistry thing. If we're talking about it like that, then. And that goes back to the point that we've already said about Excel and Bryce not having a chemistry already. Because if you look at those targets, a lot of those things are trust based. And if Bryce doesn't trust him, he's not going to get the football.
But
Because
hold on.
we've
I said
so
two drops, 17 games, two drops. How can you lose
It's
trust in two
always
drops?
something.
wait.
That's all I'm
It's
We're
saying.
talking
always
It's
about
something.
two drops.
who was the
Two
one that said
drops.
who was the one that was talking about the mental mistakes? Who was the one that was doing that here? About the stepping out of bounds and things like that. So big time moments, big time situations, even third down, as dude alluded to. You talk about two drops, but those drops are in crucial situations.
No, they're not, bruh. What two? Also,
Well,
We're
what two
talking
major drops he had this year?
third down. We're
You can't
talking
remember. You can't.
third
No,
down.
I bet you can't remember
Russell
what game.
talking.
Hold on, no.
Oh,
What game this year he had those two
he's trying
drops?
to. He's trying to, Pop. He's trying to tell you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So again, we're talking third down in a game where
What
that
game?
could be for the division. This is the first game we're talking in the bank. That's the one that one of y'all alluded to that it was in his face mask and he dropped it. It was third down.
That was first. That was first year. We talking about this year. He had two
That
drops
wasn't
this year.
first
What?
year. That wasn't first year.
The Saints. You said the Saints game
No, I didn't. I said the one for the division this year. You said two drops, correct?
for
Hey,
the
Twan,
division.
This year.
I get
We're
in
talking
after him?
this year.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
With the
Twan. Yes,
damn
Twan.
trust, bro.
So
So
the
so
trust is the
so
problem
that
here.
one. So one drop. It was one drop there. And what game?
And then
What game?
and
What
then
game was that?
I,
What was that game?
and then
you guys
also
just make up stuff, man.
and
No,
then
Like
that's what I'm
y'all got
also
saying.
this.
and then
Y'all have
also
this imaginary
I
stuff
Yeah.
that
tag
you
you in
create, right?
336. I tag you
Hey,
in because
Twan,
you
he.
just
believe it's
jump in there,
imaginary because
Twan.
it's
Just
true.
jump in, man.
Y'all create this imaginary stuff that nobody can really quantify. They say that this is the reason why it's not working, bro. You can't define whether he trusts somebody or not. You don't know that.
Come on, 336. Thank you, sir. Hey, you know
The
what,
first year,
336?
We
it was confidence. The
Yeah.
first year it was confidence. Now it's trust. It's always something that doesn't really add up. It's something that you could just make up to say.
It's it's an intangible that they create on their own. They create an intangible that you can neither prove nor disprove, but they will
So
swear to God
I
that it's
need to
accurate and
trust
true.
somebody. I need to trust somebody 100% to throw a slant the
Right.
right way
Just throw the
or a
slant the right
comeback the
way.
right way, regardless to who
Hey,
Right.
I'm
Twan.
throwing it to.
Hey,
Right?
Twan.
I need to
Go ahead,
trust them.
Twan. Go ahead, Twan.
All right, so my conclusion on the situation, Pop already know where I am. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of the situation. I don't think so. I don't think Leggett should have been drafted so high if he's raw. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
that goes with the Panthers. That's on them. You know, and then we traded up for that. If David Canales, and we went back and looked at the video, which I think David Canales spews a lot of crap sometimes anyway. Like if he's so raw and you telling everybody it's gonna take a minute, then why are you drafting him so high? You know what I'm saying? the other thing, like when he dropped the ball in the games or whatever, everybody does that. You know what I'm saying? And Panthers fans, like they said, like we get mad at a drop. You know, it would have been nice to beat the Eagles in that game, but it wasn't going to change our season. You know, I think Leggett needs more time, and it says more about our organization that he was willing to be more open with Cam Newton than he is with his head coach. And I do believe this, and this is going to ruffle some feathers, but I keep saying it over and over. I think Leggett and Bryce Young are not a great match. I think Leggett is going to be way better with a different quarterback, you know, and what Bryce seems to have chemistry with Ted, but he don't have that same chemistry with Leggett. So, and then Leggett led us to believe that Canales don't even draw plays for him. You picked him in the first round and you don't got plays that you go to him for? That sounds crazy.
Lying, bro. Leggett was lying, bro. He was lying.
No, I believe it because we see it on the field.
Why would he lie? Why would Twan tell me why Leggett would lie? Then we would go watch every single target.
Come off like the lion type.
Here we go. Pull the straws from your ass.
Leggett seems genuinely.
That brother.
We see it on the field. He got plays drawn up for Ted. He don't got no plays drawn up for Leggett. Leggett is out there free ball.
He got the screen. He got the screens drawn up for him.
The plays that he should be running.
No. He don't got the screens because my brother, that brother had a
Yes, he do.
route. Hold on, bro, because I got a game, and you know I do, Pop, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. Buddy had a nice play that was designed for him, and what he did, he dropped the ball because he did not. Okay, but we see this.
I got you on that.
No. You said consistent. Yeah, I'm not drops all season.
That's what I'm not saying that you're wrong, PPP. What I'm saying is that we went through every single target. It was a lot of screens. That's the fact.
But okay, and here's the thing about it.
It was a lot of screen passes.
When you give him opportunities down the field, is he running his routes crisp? Probably not.
No.
They're not throwing it to him down the field.
Hold on. Wait a second.
They're not throwing it. PPP, I'm telling you the truth. They're not throwing him the ball down the field. They're not.
But he doesn't run crisp routes because every single play that you throw, every single play that Leggett does or route, it's not going to be go routes. Like I don't understand why we feel like every single play that he's going to get is going to be go routes.
He doesn't run crisp routes, but everybody in the league doesn't. The problem is a lot of the time, even though he's not running a crisp route, he's still open.
Right.
Which happens with a lot of wide receivers in the NFL. Everybody's not in and out route runner. Everybody's not there.
So you're gonna have to talk about both things.
252 for that super chat. He said nobody in Excel's draft did anything though. I don't know about that because I know
That's
a little
not
white boy out there.
Yeah, there is.
Lad definitely did.
Lad is
Lad had to
dog.
work his rookie year.
Hey, so PPP. Just like one of the gentlemen just said on just a second ago. He said, just because you might not think I'm open. Isn't that exactly what Cam Newton told him? You need to communicate to your quarterback. This might not look open to you, but I'm open because of these reasons. And you gotta hold. Just. All I am saying
Bryce needs them college open. He don't need them NFL open. He needs them college open.
Okay, so can I finish my point? Can I finish my point? Can I please finish my point? Can I please? Damn, man. God damn, man.
Will, you can. I just want to say this one thing, Will. This wasn't college open right here. This was not. This was a man draped on him, and Bryce Young threw that ball to him year one. So I don't want to hear that he needs to be college open. That's not true. Go ahead, Will.
Well, all I'm saying is what we're talking about right now is a young offense learning each other, feeling each other out. That's what we're looking at right now. I mean, Terrell McMillan probably would have had a much better season if year 3 Terrell McMillan will be a far better running wide receiver than he will be year 2 or year 1. Right? And so all I'm saying is we are crucifying a very young core pass catching and quarterback group. Why? I don't know. All of a sudden he has a bad attitude, or all of a
How old
sudden,
is Bryce?
he don't tie his shoes
Bryce is 24.
incorrectly. So what I'm saying is, a young core. We have a young core trying to figure it out. Yes, there's going to be mistakes. Yes, there's going to be slants. Hell,
Bryce a veteran.
our head coach has only been calling plays for 3 years.
He a
We
veteran
gotta
too.
help. We gotta figure all of this out. I mean,
But we,
why the heck are we hitting the
Nah,
eject button?
nah,
That's what the
nah, nah,
that's what
my,
nah.
that's what.
Hey
my problem,
Will,
my
hey
problem
Will,
is
your
that
ass gonna be out of here. You keep taking a long time now.
yeah.
it's,
No,
So
no, no,
it's
no.
gonna
That's
be a
not what I'm
long
saying.
time, Will.
No, 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 no. That's not what I'm saying. So you're missing what I'm saying. What I am saying is you show
Will,
progress. You
you gotta
show
understand,
progress.
Will.
No,
You showed
no. I don't have to
progress, but
understand
you on the
shit.
fifth.
he's saying you
You on a
speaking too
5th year
long, bro.
extension, Will. You on a 5th year option, bro. You running out of time, my brother.
Hmm.
Yep.
Okay,
It ain't a
okay.
lot of
So
time.
what I'm saying is this. I'm talking about us as a fan base.
That's
We
two
we hang
different
off
things.
of one.
Yeah, me too.
We hang off on one catch, one stupid ass 2 or 3 catches. What about this catch right here? 2 years ago, last week Wednesday, or at 4 p.m., he did this. Man, shut the Jesus Christ!
Hey, can I ask
I
you a
ain't never
question, Will?
seen.
Will, don't you go to every home game?
He running
I'm
out of
at every.
time too.
Yeah, yeah, I'm at every home game. Yeah.
Yeah, every home game. You don't. Do you ever see XL open?
Yes.
Okay,
Come
that's
on,
proof.
Pop.
Hey, proof. That's all.
So,
Hey,
so
proof in the pudding right there. That's all I got. That's all I had to ask.
one of the points I
We
was making earlier is this though. So one of the major problems is this. Y'all don't think it's a problem that Excel and Bryce are not in the film room together
well
to
here the
hash out
thing.
what's going on? Like why does it
He
take
di- they
Cam
ne-
to
they
tell
never
them?
said they never said that they were never in the film room together.
Okay,
He said that you got to lock in with your quarterback. He never said I'm
hey,
never in the field. See, you
you
see
didn't
how you take the
you didn't
you
want
need to
anybody
do it versus
you didn't want anybody talking
versus.
over you, right? You didn't want anybody talking over you, right? Okay, thank you. So
All
look,
right, got it.
I think it's crazy that these guys that it takes Cam to give
Oh,
them some great. I don't know what Canals been telling them, so I can't tell y'all what Canals did or didn't say to them. I'm not in the locker room, but I know it's crazy that they ain't got together thus far to be like, look, man, I'm having some issues with you and Bryce going, well, I don't know when you gonna cut. You don't give me no sign. Like, why y'all ain't get together and get in a film room with each other? Why did it take Cam to advise that? So what's going on with the coaches if y'all didn't know that already? That's
now let me
crazy.
respond. Now let me respond to that. There's nothing in that conversation that I took from that he said they never did it. He said I got to do that more. He never said I've never spoken to Bryce.
I'm not saying
You
completely.
Well,
see,
I'm saying, see,
see,
this
that's
me
is
what I'm
the
saying.
personally,
point.
But people use
You're missing my,
superlatives like never
you're
or
missing
didn't
my
do it.
point.
Better
You're
talk
missing
to
me
my
me
point.
somebody
The
because
me
you
point,
running
the
out of
personally,
point,
Paul,
time.
I would,
yeah,
bro.
the point is that they don't do it enough, or they're not doing it a lot. I think the
They
only
better
time they
do a
watch
lot of
film together,
everything.
yeah, I think the only time they really watch a film together is when they're doing it as a whole or as an offensive group. I don't think they're
Well,
doing it one on
You
one.
heard how
Well,
Bryce said he watched film, but we ain't
Yeah,
got to go there.
well, to
exactly.
Yeah,
me,
you remember
You
that.
running
That's
out of
a
You
time.
whole
know,
other argument
whenever
that
I'm in the
people get.
mood, sometimes I do it here, sometimes I don't. You know, just
Yeah, you know
well,
what I'm
well,
saying? So that's crazy on their part. Like I'm glad he spoke to Cam, bro. You know what I'm saying? It shows some blind sides in our coaching staff that they not
Well,
already telling them to do this.
well,
well,
me
and
it
personally,
they
also
Paul.
show it also showed we don't have leader of men in
He looked relieved on that Cam show. He looked relieved
and
to talk about that.
yeah, we're missing leadership. From to me,
That's a fact.
XL needed to do better. Needs to do better, but
Right.
Bryce needs to do better too. If he's trying to
Correct.
win, you got to be leader of the men. If you're the guy. If you're the guy, you sometimes you got to step up first and say, you know what, hey man, look, we ain't been connecting. Like I see, I'm looking at the numbers. I actually went up because Brant Tillis was the one that said, we go over. Me and Bryce go over every route concept that every wide receiver, and he chooses where he wants the wide receivers to be. He knows the routes. We pick the ones that he likes to do. So it's not that Bryce don't know the concepts; he does. But just because you know it, and they're not both coming together to figure out how we're going to execute it or what I need to get you the ball. That is a problem. That shows me
Oh,
that XL is not
That's what
being a
I'm talking
leader,
about.
no,
and
no,
and
no,
Bryce
no,
Young,
no,
Bryce
no, no,
Young is
no,
not being a
no,
leader
no,
of men
no,
as well.
no.
Correct.
The thing is, like I
What
Not
said,
Brant
happens
Tillers,
is
but
bad
what's his name?
placement a lot of the time. A whole lot
So
You
of
mean
bad
Brad
ball
isn't?
placement.
the thing I think it
Oh,
is,
yeah,
like
that's
I
a fact.
said,
And
That's
you
why
don't
I
gotta
showed
believe.
every. You right, three
I
three
can't
six.
be
That's why
believing.
you was there.
We,
I showed every
we ain't
single
even
target.
we ain't
Oh
even
yeah.
talking about
It
all the
was
ball
Oh,
bad.
content.
I
It
even
was
looked it
bad,
up.
bro.
Yeah, I even looked it up. Yeah, I even looked it up.
My
But see,
man,
a lot of
my
people don't
man.
believe that because they gotta have the cape on to save them, and it's just
Bro,
the
we
truth.
watch
It's a lot of
Pop,
bad ball placement.
Pop is
Well, I just
telling the
think it's
truth,
not.
man. We watched every single throw to him. Every single throw. And he got a lot of I had to see it for myself. He got a lot of bad balls thrown at him. And some of the stuff was his fault too, stepping out of bounds, his awareness,
A
not
lot of
knowing
it
where
is
he
his
is
fault
on the
too.
field or whatever.
But
So
he's not.
that
But
could be
he
that
hasn't
could be
been a
corrected.
wide receiver catching the passes on the sideline. He never been that when he
Correct.
was in college.
There you
Which,
go, and that comes on
if you
Canales.
watch film
Think
from when
about the
he was in
Canales story,
college
bro.
and translated to the pros, you would know what routes to put him in. They
Correct.
don't put
It's
him
almost like
in the routes that's suitable for his ability.
He's an
He
upper
has
But
to
you
it's
mean
get
middle
fed
almost
the ball
middle
early and
catcher.
often.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why I
like
said
getting Tyreek Hill and not running them deep.
right.
right?
Oh,
and
but
You
that's
keep
know,
why I
you
running.
know,
said
you know.
earlier.
Three
Keep
three
running.
six.
Yes.
336 in that press conference. Once you heard Dan Morgan talk, who did you hear Dex talking about how much they loved XL?
Which one was this?
It was Canales.
Well,
It was
It was
Canales
Canales.
has
Canales.
always
Canales.
said he liked XL
Canales.
though.
Hey,
When you
Right.
talking about the clip that you played, that was like right after he got drafted, right?
Yeah,
Right after he got drafted.
Canales wishy-washy, bro.
He
I
that
think
that
Say
hey,
Canales
one
said that
thing one
because
day,
that was the first
something
round
the
pick.
next. Yeah.
it don't
hey,
matter
Just
when it
like
was.
I got a question. What was XL's 40 in the combine? Was it 4.4 or
438.
4.3?
Four
Four
three
So
eight.
that
three eight.
means so that means
He's
he's
the
the
fastest guy on our
fastest.
team.
Then why the hell are we just running slants?
Uh, uh,
That's a good
Oh,
question.
it's worse than that. It's worse than the slants because
That's a good
actually
when
the
we
question.
see
slants actually the
the
slants is his best
videos
route.
that Pop had, because I was up there too with them. They had him in like hook routes in the slot.
Yep.
He'll do like a couple corner routes.
Jet
He'll
stream.
probably have like a little option route to where he'll just run like 5 yards and turn and look at Bryce, and then he'll probably try to run to the middle of the field when Bryce rolls out. There wasn't a lot of routes where he went down the field where he was really explosive outside of that one deep in cutting route that got broken up by the linebacker when we played Tampa. Using him in bubble screens, I don't think that's a good job either, because it's not like he's Tyshawn. He's not one of those instant quick twitch receivers. He's an athlete. He has to build up his speed because he's heavy
Hmm.
footed. He's a
He's a heavy
power
Chevy
receiver.
with a
Yep.
supercharger in it.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
so that goes to show me that maybe with this
Mhm.
new guy, this offensive assistant coming in, maybe these are some of the things that will be sorted out.
Ah,
I
yeah.
Hopefully.
mean,
But I also think
at this
it's a
point,
personal
Will,
Oh
thing
yeah.
between him and
at this
Bryce too.
point,
I don't
Yeah,
Will,
think their
Will.
personalities mesh.
at
And
this
I
point,
think that's a
Will,
problem as well.
I wanted to get rid of him because they're gonna see the next wide receiver ain't gonna get the ball
Hey,
either.
We want a
let
seventh,
Buddy say what he just said again. Say that
a
again, Buddy.
12th coach in his ear. That's what we
Me
need.
personally, I think that their personalities don't mesh.
There you
I
go.
think Bryce's personality, mesh better with Ted and mesh better with Jalen Coker. I don't think his personality
I
mesh
don't need
But
your
well
what?
personality to
with.
match. I need you to throw
Listen,
the fucking
listen.
ball
That's
to
how
the
you
open
feel, but
guy.
bro, you got to
Thank
Dang,
you,
understand
bro. What is wrong
these
with
thank
dudes
you,
y'all?
work
buddy.
with each other.
Bro,
Thank
we
you, three
just
three
So if their
six.
personalities don't
No,
match,
no,
then
no,
how
three
you
three
gonna be able to
six,
trust this
None
guy?
of
three three
this
six is
matters
Thank you,
on
three
100%
the
three
right.
six.
field.
He's 100
This
percent
doesn't
right, bro.
happen on other
336 is
teams. I
100%
don't
right.
need y'all to hang out. I don't need you to be friends.
He's
I
talking about
don't
their
need your
football
personality to
personalities.
mesh for you to throw the guy the ball when he's open. None of that matters.
It
Correct.
may not
You're
matter to you, but
100%
it
right.
probably matters to Bryce.
336.
No.
No, no,
In football, none of this
Okay.
matters.
none
On
of that
any other
matters.
team,
Keep letting that
college,
matter,
high school,
bloody.
football, nowhere else does this
I'm just
matter. It
saying
doesn't
But
matter
that
in
it got to be a
rugby.
reason why
It
they
doesn't
got
matter in
chemistry
no, no,
on
no.
the field.
basketball.
But
Teams
what bloody?
win
But
championships
hey,
in
336.
basketball, and these guys don't even like each other.
336.
It
Hear
doesn't
this out
matter.
though. 336. Hear
I'm
this
not
out,
saying
though.
you wrong, 336. I'm not saying
No,
that.
it's not that
Hold on,
I'm
hold on,
right
hold
or
on.
wrong. It's that it only matters when we talk about Bryce Young.
But
That's what you
listen,
have to
it's
say. Tell the
but
truth, bro. It doesn't matter anywhere else.
That's
336.
you cannot. You're 100
Let's
percent
be
right.
let's
Three
be
three six.
let's
None of
be
that shit
real.
I,
matter.
I'm
Let's be
want
real.
I'm
All
want
right.
336.
I
Let's
want to
be
throw
real.
something out
Listen,
there.
hold on.
Go ahead, Twan. Go
336.
ahead. Go
Let's
ahead.
be real. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. But we're not gonna
It
pretend that
doesn't.
dudes
If it
that
matters, that
dudes be
means you just
icing each.
can't do it.
But I know, but we're not gonna pretend like dudes don't be icing each other when they don't get along, man. They do be
Yeah, because
icing
I
that's
each
don't
what
other.
they
think.
I
do.
I
know a
don't
lot of
think that's the
quarterbacks
I've
that
seen
case.
ice
teams
out their
fighting on the
receivers, man.
fucking sideline and still win games. I don't want to hear that
I
mess.
mean
We
the
all
No,
did it.
target
I
Every
don't
showed
one
think.
of
don't
I
us
don't
look
did
think
it.
like
that
they
that's the
don't
Team
fuck with
case.
each other.
That's
We
all
dap each other
projection.
up
That's
in the
all
locker
people
room when we
projecting.
win.
Nah,
It
That's
will.
all
It could be.
projection. That is
It
all
could be
projection. That
projection,
is
but
I'm
that
I'm
not
is
just
saying
all
going
it's
based
projection.
off of
projection.
the targets that he gets.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that he probably don't fuck with bruh like that.
Wait a minute now. So did y'all not hear Bryce Young says that he doesn't have a lot of ability to get out with several plays out of the huddle. He's hoping to be able to do that next season. So what you see on the field is what Canales called in that play.
Bryce Young also
So it
told
I
Bryce
can't.
Young also told the world he didn't know how to throw left. Am I lying? Am I lying,
when did
Damn.
he
Prime?
say that? When did he say
Am
that?
I
What?
lying?
What?
Am I
When did he
lying,
say
Nope.
Prime?
that? Okay,
Pop,
when did
am
he
I
say that? When
Prime,
did
am
he say
I
it?
lying?
This
I'm
is
asking. I'm not saying he
Cincinnati.
didn't say
Don't,
it. I'm
don't,
saying when did he say it?
hold on. Don't get quiet now. He said he
I
has
thought it
great
was like
weakness going to
certain
the left
routes
side
that
of
he.
the
I thought it
field.
was certain route he couldn't go. But
There's
I guess that's
there's a route that he does not like to which I believe is in and out route um to the left because of how his footwork is, how he processes.
Oh,
No.
okay.
The question
Oh,
was asked. The question was asked. What was? He said, "What do you think the weakest part of your game?" And he said, "Throwing the ball to the left side of the field." Because I remember a couple of podcasts was like, "Why would he tell people that? Why would you say that?"
That's but I'm
He came
explaining
It
out
why he
was
and
said
already
that.
obvious if
yeah,
you look at the throwing
Yeah,
chart.
but
yeah.
yeah, but that's because of his footwork. The way that he does his footwork. He doesn't want to change it because it's what Aaron Rodgers does, who he idolizes as his favorite quarterback, and
okay.
he does the same thing. But the difference is they
hey,
got different type of skill set. So
hey,
his problem is it's harder throwing to the left because
I
of
don't
his footwork.
understand why that's even a
listen,
conversation.
PPP. AI is a hell of a thing. I just went to AI and asked, did Bryce Young say he cannot throw to the left? He says this is a very common internet rumor. Taken out of
Bro,
context,
you're
Bryce
listening
Young
to
did out.
AI.
No,
You're listening to AI.
exactly, because
AI
that's
is
why I
definitely
asked
not
you.
always correct.
Exactly. Hold on.
So
That's
Hey,
exactly
go
Will,
to
why
the
I'm
I
telling
interview.
you,
asked.
I
Will,
heard it
go to the
You know
interview.
what?
from
Will,
Dollar.
you go to the
Listen to
interview.
me.
Will, listen to
Hey,
the
Will, I'm
listen
interview.
to
telling you where
me.
you can
I
get the
saw
Listen.
it.
source.
First of
I can tell
all,
you where you get the
Twan,
source so you can find it.
Hey, no, hold on a second. Twan, didn't you just say don't cut nobody off? When I'm talking, don't say
Whatever.
nothing.
You right, go ahead. Hey, don't be rude about it though, homie. Don't be
Hey, you
rude.
always rude to me, so I'm just gonna be. I'm giving you the same. I'm
Let's
applying the same energy.
Y'all don't get y'all
So,
feelings. Let's go.
no, I'm not in my feelings. I'm calling a
let's
spade a
go,
spade.
Cry
I'm
Baby. Go
just
ahead.
saying. When I looked it up, it says he criticized. He said he criticized his ability with footwork in the mode throwing to the left, a part of his game that he must work upon. That's what he said. I'm
Mm.
just telling you, it surmises, and you can say AI ain't always right. Now, you ain't always right.
You're right. But listen, I saw the
Okay, so
interview.
I'm done with that part. I'm
I
done.
saw
So
the interview. You're going by
I want
AI. We're telling you we saw the interview. The question was, what is your biggest weakness about your game? And dude said throwing to the left side of the field. Somebody did a whole show on it. It's what came out of his mouth.
so PvP. Now have you've met Driver, haven't you, PvP? Right?
Yeah,
That was a good
And
man.
you know how big he's probably a bigger Bryce supporter than
shout
you.
out to Bryce.
I ain't think I would ever find one, but Driver's the biggest supporter. You know, I was so surprised because that was the realest driver I've ever met when it comes to like actually sitting down and watching film. And when he sat there and watched the Excel tape, he's like, "Yeah, bro, that's bad on Bryce." Like he was actually critiquing it with me. We actually got to a point where he wasn't trolling anymore. It was actually just talking football and breaking down the film. And he
No,
seen
but
it with his own
the
eyes.
driver.
But Driver is always straight down the middle. I mean, I've heard.
No. You've been gone for a
No,
little while.
no, no,
You've
Drivers
been
be
gone.
straight down the middle over here.
no.
Ain't no
I have
way.
not.
There you go, 336. He be
Driver
straight with PPP.
is straight down the middle about what he sees.
Driver talks sense when
Driver ain't
driver
never
talks
straight
when he
down the
need to
middle.
talk sense, and then he
Driver would
goes
tell
nuclear
me.
when he needs to go nuclear.
Driver would tell me PPP Bryce Young play like trash, and I say, Driver, you right. Like I've heard Driver say that before.
Just you know, we'll keep it 100 with you, BBP.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to tell
You
PPP.
got to catch him
When
out
that,
here slipping. Don't worry about it. You'll
He
see
even
yeah, you see it.
to Pop's credit, he said after watching this film, like he said, I think I've been too hard on Leggett.
Oh,
That was
okay.
his words.
That's a
But
fact.
we can't sit there and expect Mullins to be this route artist, because that's not what
All
he
by
is.
his name, Bloody
Bruh,
Knuckles.
bruh is a
It's
hell of fight.
really
Like, he's heavy
anything
footed.
to look at.
So he's not. So like I was telling you, Poppin, I understand what you meant when you was talking about him working with Chad, but I don't know how much better that's gonna make it with his route when I don't think it's gonna be as crisp as we want it
Hold
to be.
on, Bloody. That doesn't make sense though, Bloody. Man, you just talked about this. If
I
I'm
know.
bad at somebody, if I'm bad with something, right? Let's say I'm bad with spelling. I would probably go to somebody, an English teacher or somebody that can break down the words and help me with spelling. I wouldn't go to a history teacher because that's not
I
going to help me.
understand. I
So if I'm
understand that, bro.
so if I go to Ocho, who was known to have some of the fastest feet ever seen, even though he may not be able
Oh
to
shoot.
do the same thing as Ocho, but it's a skill set that he can work on that he can pick up. Instead of going to route guard who don't ever play in the NFL, who didn't make it.
I think
Trust me,
Ocho
I
can
didn't
teach
like
you
when he
better.
went to that motherfucker either. Cause
I
that
think
shit
You
didn't
Ocho
just
help
can
out
don't like
teach
nobody.
Ocho, but
Route
Bloody, you don't like nobody.
No, here we
guy
go
ain't
Ocho
again.
nobody.
said
No,
he
I
can
don't
get him
care for
right
Chad
though.
too much, but I'll acknowledge this man like footwork, and I acknowledge what he did in
Ocho
the
said,
league.
"Hey, he said he can get him right, bro." That's what he
Oh
said.
yeah. I know I would take a chance to go to him. It ain't like it
All
wouldn't hurt
right,
me.
we'll see if he can learn something. I mean, I don't think his feet
You,
can
you,
move
you,
like that,
you
but
let me ask you this: would you take Ocho in his prime?
of
Would I
course.
take
I
Ocho
mean, I
in
don't
his
care for this nigga Antics, but from his field play, hell
No,
yeah.
we ain't talking about that. I said Ocho in his prime.
I
So
acknowledge his field play,
Who
Poppy. I
wouldn't?
would take his field
and you
play,
know what?
So
yes.
And so Ocho,
Ocho
Ocho
was
could
a
probably
dog.
He was.
provide him with instructions both on and off the things that he need to do, nutrition. There's all kind of things that a
No, no,
young
no, no,
player
no. You
can
don't go to
learn from a
Ocho for the
vet.
Ocho
nutrition.
is
He only eats
No, 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 no,
McDonald's.
no, no,
yeah,
no.
Ocho said after
Yeah,
Exactly.
the last
That's why I say
conversation.
he's an idiot. But
Yeah.
yeah,
but
he played too
but you
much.
get what I'm saying. There's so many things that you can learn from a vet.
That's
Not only
true.
just because Ocho got the fastest feet, he can say, when you're leaning this way on the route, you want to be able to do this. You got to do this. What's that jab step? What are you doing here? I've looked at your film. These are
Mm,
so many things that he can learn from somebody in the off season. So I'm
it's
glad
true.
that he's doing that. That route guy doing all that chopping hand shit, that's not your game.
See,
So
bloody won't excel to go to somebody like Brandon Marshall.
I
So
want to
Bloody
go
won't.
because I believe that he's more of a power receiver. I think he's
so
more
look,
of a 50-50 ball go route guy. I don't
so
see him as no route runner. I don't think he got the feet to do that.
But
I
that's
believe
what
he's
he needs to
naturally
work
heavy
on.
footed.
He can't. How you get better at something if you don't work on it?
to
I
what
don't think he
Will
can make.
just
All
said,
right.
what did y'all feel? You remember when Cam came out and Cam said, with Leggett, he said I see him at the camps doing all that footwork and hand movements. Cam said he thought it was a waste of time because he said you ain't gonna do that in the game. That ain't your game.
I remember that, Twan.
How'd y'all feel about that? And then that's
He
why I
was.
thought they was gonna talk about that when they met up with each other. Because I was like, Cam made me feel like he ain't really care for his game like that. But then he gave some solid advice. So Cam was
Yeah,
like, forget them route guard thing. Cam was like, man, that's not your game, bro. You need to get up the field. But how can he get up the field if they're obvious? Go ahead, Brian.
so
nah, I
you
was
know,
just putting that on
can
money,
I
bro.
just say something about what Cam Newton in this interview with him?
Yeah, let me
It's
just read this
almost
one
as
super chat real quick, Will, and I'm gonna let you
okay.
have it.
All right.
Shout out to
Okay.
JJ Blackshear for that super chat. He said Chad Johnson trying to get all young receivers right. I like Chad in his
Yeah.
now
He's
years.
matured, man. He's a
So
mature
Yeah,
guy
in his
now.
now years. Yeah,
so
yeah. Go ahead, Will.
So when you got sometimes you got to look between the lines. Sometimes I think Cam Newton had a conversation and knew that they weren't really communicating properly in film study, film room, and that stuff. He got that from somebody because Cam Newton went right to that target with him in that discussion. It's like Cam Newton was talking to Bryce and Excel as a counseling session through the camera. Like, this is what y'all need to do. But he's telling us in that session with him, because you notice he didn't bring it up when it was time to talk to Bryce, when Bryce was there for the interviews. So I'm just saying, I think that Cam has connected some dots. Now, I'm not saying it's going to work, and if he's going to be, he's going to have a bounce back year, I don't know. But I think that was something that needed to be said, and I'm glad that Cam Newton was able to say it in a way that people can receive it.
I can agree. I thought he gave him great advice.
He did.
I thought he gave him great advice.
And I believe he talked to him more off camera and really got.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. When it comes to people starting quarterbacks, people are not gonna get on these starting quarterbacks hard in no interviews. So I didn't expect Cam to even go in that direction. They're not gonna go after them guys, but so hard, bro. They're not trying to crush their confidence, and plus, he don't want to be, the villain. But everybody that's ever tried to come for their quarterback in the past has failed. Like, you get a bunch of people turn on them, even though they know what the person is saying is the truth. I know that Carolina's not dealing with an XL problem. It's a lot of blame to go around. So it's crazy to me that when people want to get rid of XL, and it's just like, well, he can't be the only one. If y'all backing that truck up for him, then you got to back that truck up for some other people too. Then
Exactly, and I'm gonna go to a game that really, so if you look at that game we played in New Orleans at New Orleans, right? We lost that game because, in my opinion, there was a lot of young team or rookie player mistakes, or young team mistakes, and stuff like that. I think that stuff will get better over time if we stick with the core players that we have. They do more games, they get into more situations. I think that's across the entire team, except the offensive line. The offensive line got some savvy veterans on there. You got the Lewis and the Hunts of the world and those type guys. But generally around the offense and the defense, we really have a young team. And we have to take that into account when we start besmirching players for the errors they make on the field in their rookie campaigns.
The only thing that
or their sophomore campaigns.
Only thing that I push back on with that is that young teams win sometimes, though. I don't want to use us being young as an excuse. A lot of young teams win.
Name one.
Washington, the Commanders, when they went as far as they went, they were very young.
The Commanders had a whole bunch of veterans on that squad.
I know we got.
They had a whole
Seattle.
No. Seattle's entire defense was through almost the entire defense was through free agency.
Yeah, but you said the whole thing. I mean, that's still a young team.
No. What I'm saying is
there in 1 year.
What I'm saying is that when I'm talking about our team, see, I'm not trying to equate our team to other teams. What I'm saying is, I think that we will get better over time. We had to strip our shit down to the studs and rebuild.
I don't want to use it as being young as an excuse.
And nobody's using it as an excuse. There's no excuses here. There are reasons for the errors. There's no excuses. See, people, I use this a lot in my current job. Just because I give you the reason why it happened, I'm not providing you an excuse. I'm saying, how can I fix this reason so it don't happen again?
So, somebody referred to that first Saints game. What I saw in that first Saints game, the reason we lost to that game is because Canales came in and he said, we're going to run all over them like we've been doing everybody else thus far. He didn't know
that. I was talking about the second Saint game. That was me. I was talking about the second one.
I'm talking about the first one. So he didn't know that they were going to put that defense out there just to stop the run. They said, look, if y'all going to beat us, y'all going to have to beat us with Bryce throwing the ball, right? And when he didn't know what to do with that run, Canales as a coach, and I stay on Canales a lot, he didn't know how to adjust. It ain't like we didn't have the team on the talent on the team to adjust. He didn't know how to adjust. He came in there with one plan, and it was so evident.
So do you think that Bevel would be able to help him with that?
I hope so. I can only hope for the best.
Because everybody think that Bevel is coming in is going to put something in Bryce's ear. I don't think Bevel will be in Bryce's ear during a game or at practice. I think Bevel will be. I think he's going to be in Canales' damn ear.
Yeah, it needs to be because they all.
That's what I think.
I keep telling people Canales is a one OC job and a 1 year before this year head coaching job. That's it. That's his real resume. He don't know a lot of stuff.
Exactly. And Bevel got 18 years in the offense. Bevel has 18 years of offensive scheming.
Why he ain't the head coach though?
Because you know what? There's a lot of people who are great offensive schemers. That don't mean that they are head coach material.
Like
for example, you can have the best for the company.
Will, you was breaking up just now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just because somebody, okay, like say somebody is the best real estate agent in the entire region, that don't mean he should be CEO of the company. A lot of people are good at what they do. That doesn't mean that they're good at leading an entire organization. Those are two different functions altogether.
Facts.
Well, hey fellas, yeah, I'm about to lock it on down, man, and watch a movie with the boys. Cause they all for.
Hey, this was fun, man. Thanks for coming back, PPP. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
For
man.
sure.
Yeah. I came on back for a little bit. You know, Will never hit me up. He ain't never come check on me. Yeah. Shout out Will.
I don't got. You know what? I don't got your. The only thing I got is this information here. I don't got your personal info.
Yes, you do, sir.
No, I do not.
How much you want to bet?
Sir, I promise.
I don't got your either.
Will, you know what? Shoot me a text. Please shoot me a text. Because I don't have it. If I had it, blame it on my head, not my heart.
Watch this. Will, tell me if you got that.
I certainly did. I got it. I'm locking you in, man.
Okay. And yeah. Twan, you got my number, Twan?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I do.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You probably got rid of it when me and you got into it, but yeah, you have.
No, I wouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
Send me a text then. Send me a text if you still got mine.
He'll call you out, boy.
Let's see if you got mine first. Let's see if you got my number first.
I wasn't expecting you to ask that.
He'll call you out.
I wasn't expecting you to ask that, but nah. I'll hit you up on Twitter.
Hey, send me a text, bro.
Yeah. I'll see you one on Twitter. Yeah. All right, hey fellas, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We gone for the night, man. I'm about to watch some movies with the babies, man.
All right, holla at y'all.
All right, take care, fellas.
All right, fellas.